You know, the opposite side of this is that Mohammad Siraj was told not to do the Ronaldo celebration because there was a chance of injury. And so they have to do now.
Injury or copyright? Because Ronaldo will get money from any source at this point.
Hey, visit Saudi Arabia.
इस हार के जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं. I don't want that vibe. Okay. So,
What is your ideal situation with regards to Dhoni in today's match? What do you want to see? Like, as a batter?
I just want I want CSK to win this IPL. I want him to say Tata bye-bye and we'll all cry happy tears and sad tears also. And then we'll worry about what the hell are we going to do about a captain? Have we ruined Jadeja's chances forever by making him captain last season under MS Dhoni's strict supervision? So I don't know what they're going to do next season, but yeah, I want them to go out with a bang. And now I feel for Delhi, now they just have to concentrate on getting a captain and worry about next season.
Okay. Again, one Delhi versus two Chennai. Let's see who
How
wins.
are you Delhi? You're Pahadi, you told me. Now
Pahadi,
you're conveniently Delhi.
Rishab Pant, brother.
Oh yeah.
I love Rishab Pant.
Yeah.
I still think it's like, it makes me sad every time I see. I was so happy to see him remove his crutches. It made me very emotional. I was very happy.
The most heartwarming video. It was so cute. Him just
beautiful.
throwing with such swaggy through that.
Yeah. He's such a sweet boy. I want him to succeed out of everything around him.
want to know.
A lot more leeway than you may give another person, and that comes down to whether it's interpersonal relationships, whether it is your personal belief in that person. So those are the intangibles. I don't think that's in your. You can't prevent what you can't predict. Like.
I think everyone needs to be a good salesperson. And देख भाई तू मेरे को टीम मिलेगा ना मैं 100 से ज़्यादा बना के दूँगा guarantee है मेरे बस.
You can't prevent what you can't predict. Yeah, it's a great condom ad. Yeah, we were talking about Pathirana in the last episode about his bowling action, etc. Do you like his celebration?
Yes.
It's great celebration, right?
It's crazy. In fact, it's something like this. It reminded me of Lalita Power from Bombay to Goa. It goes up something like that.
And because the eyes don't shut completely. You're absolutely right.
Scary. I feel he's kuch mantra bol raha hai and he's possessing the batsman and then they're playing those shots.
Yeah.
What are the chances? He must be cutting.
I feel his arm is possessed only by the way. That point of delivery kills me every time.
Yeah, but maybe that's why he slashes those chicken or some hen sacrifice before he plays a match. And after he takes the wicket, he goes, what is going on? And then he looks at Dhoni. You're there in the team, Baba.
Listen, I don't think Yash and Vivian watch much of the stand-up now.
No, the thing with us is we're only going to watch stand-up if we're getting paid for it. Yeah. Otherwise, we never watch it.
Yeah, because that is, how will you laugh? At least you're laughing कि गंदा जोक ताली पैसे मिल रहा.
One second, you both are proof that there is a paid audience.
Wake up, shut up. वीर से पूछो.
It's okay. Oh shit, I need a mic, I forgot.
How high are you?
After 11 episodes. Hey, all this is content. This is all going in. Okay, welcome to 3 Drinks Later, the greatest show in India, probably. Thank you so much. Dekh Bhai Dekh is celebrating 3 decades of existence, and the show that's replaced that show for family-friendly content that can be watched by the whole family is this show, 3 Drinks Later.
While they're drinking.
Yeah, while they're drinking with the whole family. Dekh Bhai Dekh, let's talk about that because this is an IPL episode. Did you grow up watching? They celebrated like 3 decades now, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you feel fucking old?
No, actually, I just regret that, I tried to get inside that show. I never got an opportunity. Because I just told you before, the industry is heavily against Mallus.
We're continuing for this whole weekend. Suresh's conspiracies about
anti-Mallu grouse representation.
Yeah.
Did you audition for that show?
I wasn't even called to the office, so I had to reach out to them. But they, don't call us, we'll call you. Check us in the mail.
Okay, so we don't know what happened. Again, we shot this on Monday and this episode is going on Wednesday. We're going to lead very slowly towards CSK versus DC. Just to tell you that we are not cricketing journalists and whatever. This is going to be a loose conversation. It can go in whichever direction. Before we begin, I have to explain one very small thing. Okay, this is the constant refrain in all the videos is what is this? Like what is this? Okay, कि and the standard comment is अरे कबूतर ने टट्टी किया तेरे लैपटॉप पे. Okay. That's at least 19 comments.
Designer kabutar.
It's a bespoke kabutar.
It's bespoke.
Puchku, you are sitting over there slowly.
Yeah, a bespoke kabutar is probably like another kind of bird, like a koel or something. Yeah. But let me tell you the story about this. Is that when my son was 3 years old, he was obsessed with dinosaurs, and I was going through a weird patch in my life in general about 5-6 years back. And he said, "Can I stick a dinosaur sticker on your laptop?" And I'm very possessive about my laptop, but I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, what a cutie! Come on, please stick it." So he stuck it 5 years back, and I refused to remove it because it reminds me of my son and my children, and it makes me feel happy. So I'd rather have like aesthetics over aesthetics beat my feelings.
Fatherly instinct.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, just like dinosaurs are extinct. I mean, so is the sticker at this point because you can't even make out it's a dinosaur. So I'm glad you explained that.
Yeah, listen, the only time I'll remove it if somebody puts an asteroid sticker on it.
Asteroid. Okay. That's deep.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about EPL. We're talking about CSK versus DC. We have to talk about... Dude, this team, both the two teams are full of comeback players. Right, there's 3 players that just off the top of my head. Ajinkya Rahane, Mohit Sharma, Ishant Sharma. All 3, Mohit Sharma is of course GT, but Rahane and Ishant Sharma, crazy comebacks this IPL. Comment on that. Tell us your insights. Suresh with a beautiful, gorgeous hair.
Old is gold. That's what I want to say. Because I think Ajinkya Rahane also has got an axe to grind, and he's playing for his place in the team. And I think he's got that in the test match, World Cup test match. I think he should pretty much be there in the team. And he's not too dependable at times, but I feel this was a great move by him to playing the way that he's playing, taking his time. And then he was always known for hitting those huge sixes, and he's doing that so right. And under the right captain, if I may say so. Yeah. Dhoni. I still feel Dhoni for captain.
Yeah, Dhoni is
पकड़ के रखो पकड़ जरूरी है धोनी को पकड़ जरूरी है.
Anu, please comment on
I
this.
think I made Anu very happy by saying Dhoni should be the captain.
No, I like we did this last episode as well. We don't know what it is about MS Dhoni that players that otherwise you thought were done and dusted sometimes get a second life or a third life, or this is like Rahane 2.0, and sometimes he's completely baffled that he's capable of this, he's surprised himself. And of course he's in the World Test Championship because of Shreyas Iyer's injury.
But is it confirmed?
Because he's in place of Shreyas Iyer. Now I don't know who they're going to do in place of KL Rahul. That is
I didn't know that. I thought he was replacing KL. Okay.
No, it was Shreyas Iyer.
Oh, that's an interesting point. Who will be the wicket keeper now?
So no, but it's KS Bharat.
Yeah.
Who?
KS Bharat.
Shikhar Bharat.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I got my thoughts.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, also Saha has made quite a good case for himself, right? Just on the basis of the last.
Barring him walking out with the pants upside down.
He's Buddhiman Saha, not Vrithiman. He's Buddhiman Saha. I think he should be there. Definitely be there in the test team.
But again, with his injuries and stuff like that, he's getting older, and like to sustain 5 days of cricket as a wicket keeper, that's a different thing.
I think
if Dhoni can do it,
no, but not 5 days.
41.
5 days.
But playing every other day in the IPL and batting for 5 balls. Come on.
But I think
he has given them some great opening.
Like I understand this chorus of everybody saying Saha. I'm like, dude, he's older. It's going to require he's a fantastic keeper. Still easily the best keeper in India right now.
After Dhoni.
No, it's a timing issue, right? They were all superior wicket keepers. It's just that Dhoni is Dhoni, and therefore their careers went the way they did.
Yeah.
Because Dhoni is just more than a wicket keeper.
You want to get the mic close.
Dhoni is an emotion.
I will.
You're comfortable?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
If you're comfortable, then okay.
Hello.
I mean, listen, you want to...
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, mic testing.
You want to hear your full sexy voice, Suresh.
Hi, how are you doing?
Okay, is that
is that the sexy voice?
Let's talk about Dhoni. Oh yeah, come on. Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Writing a condolence card to both your wives.
Come on.
Hi, darling.
You are the real keeper, the keeper of my heart.
But may I just say, I didn't even know Ishant Sharma was in the team. I thought, but he was a coach or something. I thought you're a bowling coach. I think you're back to bowling. I mean, it's amazing.
No, I'm very happy Ishant is back in the team. I'll tell you why. Because he's one of those voices after Sachin Tendulkar's voice, which I got just like that.
I'm Ishant Sharma, and I'm just very happy to be bowling for India, and I hope to take more wicket. I bowl off stump. Thank you.
That's basically.
Also, the most
great accent.
unaggressive player from Delhi. You know what I mean?
No, but he's aggro, man.
Yeah, but not in a stereotypical way, which I like.
There's
Yeah.
something cute about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife is a ace basketball player and all that kind of stuff. They have like it in the. I think was it one of the stories where he said I was looking for somebody who's as tall as me. I found my wife. She's a professional basketball player. I'm like, this is perfect.
Slam dunk.
And he went to all basketball courts.
इसका हाइट ठीक है यार.
No, but also I think he's, you know, like we discussed in the last episode, both Virat and Gambhir seem like people who will fight with words. But like if you're faced with somebody like Ishant Sharma or somebody like that, you're like, ठीक है, गाड़ी ले ले मेरा कोई टेंशन नहीं है.
रहने दे.
तो मेरे को गाली दे रहा है. हाँ दे रहा हूँ मैं. ठीक है, बस पूछ रहा था, कंफर्मेशन चाहिए.
Like there's a video now going around of Ishant Sharma bullying Virat Kohli. And they're old friends, yeah. So he's just throwing some paper at him, that's it. And they're like, look at this video of Ishant bullying Virat Kohli. And he just threw paper at him as a friend.
Talking about bullying, I saw that one incident which all of us have not discussed also. Again, a South Indian is involved in this. And it's my friend Murli Karthik. He was tripped by Ashish Nehra, who thought it's the funniest thing to do in front of cameras. You know, I mean, how old is Ashish?
No,
When
but
was
like-
this?
This
When
was
was
recently
this?
during these matches only. He tripped him down and he fell down. None of they
No,
didn't talk about it too much. So there is a video somewhere, I'm sure, on YouTube where he's playing a prank on him and sort of trips him, and Murli Karthik falls down. He gets up very angrily, of course, and Ashish Nehra हंस के चला जाता है.
I'm on the side of Ashish Nehra. I mean Murli Vijay. Murli Karthik. Murli Vijay. Murli Karthik may be South Indian, but I'm still with Nehra on this.
See, I've got more things in common with Murli Karthik.
Like what?
His bowling style and then his hairstyle. So,
Sure.
Which now has changed suddenly because this is
Yeah.
my new hat that I'm wearing.
You look like Murli Vijay right now. That's That's,
By the way, Murli Vijay I saw in a bar in Chennai, okay? And for some reason, I don't know whether it was because no one was going up to him or saying, oh wow, G-Sharp. I don't know what. But he just started wearing sunglasses in the bar. I was like, no one was going to without the sunglasses. No, with the sunglasses was going to go up to you.
Listen, you have two guys on this episode. One who's wearing an umpire's hat and one who's wearing a
Wig.
I don't think we can talk about.
No, we can talk about
No, please, this is great. Don't remove
I'm
it.
never
Whatever.
ashamed of I can keep on saying.
Suddenly your hairline is receding, Suresh.
See, doesn't it look more mature and sort of respectable suddenly? No?
You
Don't it look like Riz Khan with this sort of...
look like who?
Riz Khan, True Lies?
Riz Khan. My God, what a reference.
Riz Khan ही था नहीं. No, not Riz.
Riz Ahmed.
Riz Ahmed.
Yeah.
True Lies.
You know, every episode we have to put side by side photos of somebody. So this one we'll put.
Yes, sir.
side
Put
by
it over
side.
there now because
Yeah.
I'm trying to get myself into Hollywood because Bollywood is not calling me anymore. So,
You've gone
क्योंकि
from
वो ज़्यादा आसान है मतलब.
बहुत easy है.
you've gone from Ishant Sharma
I
to
can
Charu
tag
Sharma.
like oh yeah, this is Charu Sharma.
Oh, so the Fraser Crane of this thing, yeah. Ishant Sharma has still not been hit for a 6 in this IPL. I think
He's also
so.
not played long enough, Sorabh.
No, wait, I'll tell you
He's
stats.
played for 3 matches, I think now. No?
Yeah,
3
let's go
matches.
through stats. No, I think he's played more than 3. Let's see.
Has
Let's
he?
see.
Maximum 4. അതിന് ആസ്തിയൊന്നുമില്ല.
Dude, it's almost also.
Ishan.
Yeah, I'll put translations for that as well. It's just you complimenting me. Okay, let's see. He's played 5 matches so far. He has
5.
average of 20, economy of 7.06. Not bad at all, man. Strike rate of 17. Good job, man. Good job, Ishan. And I like what he said where he's like, मुझे batting करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. I just bowl my 4 overs and go. Best plan.
That's very interesting, this impact player substitutes and all happenings. I
Yeah.
heard one of the commentators saying, I think it was Graham Swan only, saying that if this is the case, even we could have played IPL.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm not a fan of this rule at all.
Yeah,
I feel you're just
seriously.
going in with 12 players. And it's just, for me, on a personal front, I just feel it's a cop-out. Like, you don't have to take responsibility for any decision. You can just do whatever you want. Like, this whole Gen Z attitude of,
I like that. Shubman Gill has been substituted in the last few matches. I was surprised.
Surya
because
Kumar Yadav also.
Surya Kumar Yadav also.
Yeah.
Neelu Phule.
Shall we talk about Rohit Sharma?
We have
Oh, yeah.
another match
Oh,
after.
sorry,
we are
can
covering
we have
Friday.
another
We
one?
can't.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
sorry.
we have 3 episodes.
I
Anu.
thought you were making it 2.
No, man.
Because
I added a
He's
third one
milking us.
because we're having so much fun, guys. Out of
is
friendship.
that what you call it?
So last time I remember him telling us, ki next time when you'll come, I'll definitely make sure you're paid. And
Oh
all
no,
that
this one you will get paid.
stuff. Oh.
Yeah.
Getting paid? No.
In gin. उतना ही मिलेगा.
इतने में इतना ही मिलेगा, सुरेश.
Suresh, please put that other badam back. You were allowed
No, I
only
took it.
6
I
badam.
told him.
Thank you. अरे Chandu is back. कैसा है भाई?
अरे Chandu.
We have this broken bat,
Yeah.
greater than broken bat gin, which is called, what is it called, Abid? Coca-Bura Libre. And please tell us the explanation of why this is called Coca-Bura. So it's called Coca-Bura because of Kookaburra. Right? Now, listen.
In a sense,
Kukubara, no?
because of
Kukubara.
Australian balls.
Just pronounce it properly.
What is it?
The
But it's-
Kukubara.
Oh.
Kukubara. Bara iska, Kukubara. But it, Australian balls in short.
Yeah, Australian balls. So this is Australian. This is not made of Australian balls, but this is made
Cricket
of broken
balls.
bats. It's flavored by broken bats. A lot of people gave their bats to these people at Broken Bat. I'll tell you some of the stories. One of the guys, his story. Arey, shit, sorry. I'm dealing with having 2 screens. Arey, where the fuck is it, man? Oh shit, it's there. It is
What sort
fine.
of professional enterprise are you
Listen, man, this is not Crickbuzz. Yeah, this is more.
इस शो में रौनक
Yeah, because then you'll have Xiaomi Kher.
Yeah. This okay. A guy called Johnny Slim donated his bat to make this gin, which is broken bat. He said this bat was used to demolish a complete set of IKEA furniture. It also plundered runs in leagues up and down the country.
So why didn't you want to hold on to it? That's what I'm saying. Just for
Yeah.
sentimental value. Why did you just give it away?
Yeah, because
So once
For the
again,
greater good of
For the
greater
greater-
than.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
At this point of time, my mind is imagining that these guys are donating bats, and these bats are actually going into a machine which suspiciously looks like sugarcane machines in Mumbai, and those bats are put on the other side से juice बन के निकल रहे, and second time, third time, ऐसे बन रहा. That's what my mind is thinking now.
Abhi, do you want to clarify what this is? It's you basically you take the core, which is the Kashmir willow, and then you use it to flavor the gin. That's what it is.
Roasted at 3 different temperatures,
Yeah.
and then you age gin with it, and that's how you get this.
Yeah.
Listen, I also one day want to be cool like this and say these things, yeah.
Say
you
na.
toast it at 3 different temperatures and then you just infuse it with this oaky, smoky flavor to have this well-refined, well-aged gin. I also want to say like this.
Yeah, man. I think I won't go for toasted or roasted. That's all.
What do you know the 3 temperatures? Let's like full get into it.
Yeah.
3. What are the 3 temperatures?
It's 120, 180, and
He's holding a laptop there. You can't see it. He's scamming the whole thing. I thought he'll know off the top of
It
his
sounded
head.
like some average run rates of a lot of batsmen. 120,
Yeah. Increasing. We get 2 from not even Kohli.
strike rates rather.
Strike rates. Okay. So hey, let's cheers. Since,
Cheers.
Cheers.
we are recording 2 episodes, 3 episodes back to back. So Suresh and me are fully committed to the cause, and Anu is like being a little gentle lady. Is that a term?
Would you like to have a
Genteel.
sip and desire it?
I will.
more?
For the next
quite nice.
episode, I'll have it.
Yeah,
How is
Quite
it? Nice?
Very nice.
Okay, the next
Interesting.
episode I'll have it.
Okay, so CSK versus DC. Yeah, we were talking about Pathirana in the last episode about his bowling action, etc. Do you like his celebration?
Yes.
It's great
Yeah,
celebration,
yeah.
right?
It's crazy. In fact,
Yeah.
it's something like this. It reminded me of Lalita Power from Bombay to Goa. It goes up something like
Yeah. And because the eyes don't shut completely. You're absolutely right.
Scary. You know, I feel he's कुछ मंत्र बोल रहा है, and he's possessing the batsman, and then they're playing those shots.
Yeah.
What are the chances? He must be cutting.
I
some
feel his
chicken.
arm is possessed only by the way. Oh,
see.
that point of delivery kills me every time.
Yeah, but you know, maybe
I mean, so I
that's why he
point of,
slashes those chicken or you know
release.
some hen sacrifice before he plays a match, and after he takes the wicket, he goes, "What is going on?" And then he looks at Dhoni. You're there in the team, Baba.
But he's supposed to be Undertaker, no? I thought that was the idea.
Undertaker in Lalita Power. I'm telling you.
I think Shabbat, see, this is the kind of questions people need to ask Pathirana after this thing. Imagine Sanjay Masrekar go to Pathirana, hey, I really loved the Lalita Pawar impersonation you did.
Man, quite scary that is. But who does that, you know? But the thing is that he doesn't celebrate wildly like other bowlers do, and he just does a small prayer.
Yeah.
But that's very sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
I like these like
Yeah.
religious birds. That's sweet.
No, but I think it's an
Religious,
Undertaker
black magic, witchcraft, whatever he follows.
thing. You know what the opposite side of this is? That Mohammad Siraj was told not to do the Ronaldo celebration because there was a chance of injury. And so they have to do now.
Injury or copyright? Because Ronaldo will get money from any source at this point.
Hey, visit Saudi Arabia.
Send them back.
I mean, there's once a paid partnership Ronaldo with himself. Okay? For his own underwear. Cristiano Ronaldo underwear and it says Cristiano CR7 paid partnership with Cristiano Ronaldo.
See, now if you wanted to make that underwear a big hit in India, you should add Sunny Deol.
Yeah. Apparently,
Ronaldo ka baniyan.
it has great microbiology things, so it doesn't leave any messy. Doesn't. I thought you'll be proud of me, yeah, Papa.
I'm very proud of you. I just imagining.
I might need something stiffer.
Underwear and men mess. Messy men.
Okay, so Dhoni also said something interesting about Pathirana, where he said you should stay away from red ball cricket and only focus on white ball cricket for Sri Lanka.
Why?
Because he said that that's how you preserve him, and he does well. And he only plays specifically ODI cricket and T20 cricket for Sri Lanka.
You just did a Pathirana by
Exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
Dude, but by the way, connected to this Pathirana doing Undertaker, Dhoni did a John Cena.
So that became a big deal. And John Cena
John Cena
tweeted.
played, yeah.
What did I didn't see that.
So I think Dhoni did. I think he was
does this with his gloves.
He was like, I can't see it. So he did this, like, you can't see me. And then John Cena's Instagram is fantastic because he puts no context. He just puts up images without any context, without any tagline. So people are like, Arey, John bhai. So but what do you think? Because a lot of people were climbing on Dhoni saying, you should promote red ball cricket, more people should play tests. I'm like, not everybody has to play everything.
No, but I agree with him because hardly any red ball cricket is played across the globe nowadays. So Pathirana 1-2 मैच खेलेगा, वैसे भी श्रीलंकन जीते नहीं है red ball cricket में.
अभी आयरलैंड को हरा है मस्त.
Ireland, I think.
Yeah, wow. That's the achievement.
Yeah.
No, but they did reasonably well in that series against who were they playing against? Was it Australia or whoever they played? I've forgotten now.
But I think that was very selfish of Dhoni to say that. What if Sri Lankans wanted him to play test matches? He can't be saying Pathirana se nahi Dhoni sir ne
But
bola
I'm
nahi.
sorry, but what difference to the Sri Lankan cricket board if Dhoni says it? Yeah, let him say what he wants. I mean, it's not under
But
Dhoni's
Pathirana
control.
Pathirana will say na.
Dhoni bhai ne bola.
Dhoni bhai ne मेरे को नहीं खेलने का. Seriously सी में से. मम्मी ने बोला, धोनी ने बोला मेरे को नहीं खेलने है. He's a small palm paiyan on the field, na. Like a good boy, and he looks genuinely upset when the batsman has gotten out and all this stuff. So ठीक है ना भाई.
I really don't think so. He's not in Tamil, you say Woli Kuchi.
What does that mean?
Like spindly and thin and, like, yeah.
Holy kuchi.
He's like a thin stick. Like,
Yeah. But also like to be inspired. So I mean to sort of belabor this point a little bit, which is that I was going through Lasith Malinga's red ball record, and his red ball averages are actually not fantastic. It's about 34 is what his averages were with the red ball, and it applies to everybody who is a quote unquote mystery / whatever bowler, whether it's Rashid Khan, whether it's Ajanta Mendes, who had a couple of test series where he was great, and then after that it wasn't this thing.
Maybe that's an interesting point. Do they expend more energy when they're flinging the ball like this? They're flinging, not bowling, according to me. Lasith Malinga always was a flinger, not a slinger. This guy's a bigger flinger. So does that expend more energy, and that's why he's suggesting that he should not play tests? That could be a
absolutely.
possibility.
But also, let's face it, like it's maybe an unpopular opinion, but I didn't think Dhoni was the best test captain.
Right.
I think he's a great guy. He's a great white ball captain, but I'm not fully convinced that he was. Sometimes he also looked confused over 5 days, like what is to be done now?
5 दिन सोचना पड़ेगा ना.
It's too much. And I think he grayed more because of that.
I think Ajinkya Rahane is a great 5 days test match captain.
Yeah. Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think when Kohli is not there.
Yeah, which is
In
good.
Australia particularly.
Absolutely, I think.
In the second test match of a series.
I think even MI should do that, because I think when Surya Kumar took over as a captain beach mein, when he was the impact substitute player, Rohit, we did pretty well.
Did we? I thought they lost the
No,
match.
we won that match. Even if we lost, I think he did a great job. So I think Sky should be the next captain of MI.
Yeah.
There was this thing, that Simon Dull had said, which came under fire, about how Rohit Sharma was very good when it came to handling a team that had such fantastic, talented players. But now, 2 years on after that, when the team is not perhaps as strong as it used to be, suddenly he's run out of ideas. His own personal form is a bit like all over the place, and therefore his job is now become doubly hard, because he also is at odds about what to do.
Well, so I mean, to talk about this actually in a little bit of depth, I was trying to go through the numbers of everybody who's captained in the IPL so far, and they've been 2 people who've been exceptional as captains in this IPL, which is Faf du and Shikhar Dhawan. That's about it. Hardik has had an okay year. MSD is
Okay, year. His
They're
GT
heading
is
the
on
table,
top,
yeah.
dude. What do you mean?
Yeah,
They've
but
lost 3 matches.
I'm saying personally as a player. Like compared to what his normal strike rates, etc. I'm saying
But he's
maybe
performed
above
when,
average.
when they
Probably, yeah, you're right.
Done.
Yeah. You're probably, you both are
And
probably
he's
right.
far better than his brother
Come, let's beat him
Krunal.
up. I think we're ganging up on.
Hey guys, you both right. Okay, fine.
Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah. What other
He
things?
cried with Krunal versus him. You know, it was like Serena versus Venus.
He cried. What?
He did? No, I don't.
It's like an emotional moment for the family and all. How much
Yeah.
brotherly affection and
Dude,
love
how
and
many
all.
questions were just about that? Where like I think
Yeah.
Krunal has just lost, and they're like, Krunal, you lost, but how did it feel in the family? And Krunal is like, yeah, it felt good, man. It felt good. They said.
I'm very happy right now. I'm
Good.
celebrating
Felt good to
me.
be slammed by my brother again.
And again and again.
So MSD has figured out he's gamed the system. He's basically got his cheat code for how to be the captain. Rohit Sharma has had a tough year. Samson has had a very mixed year. KL and Krunal again mixed. Nitish Rana mixed. Hardik Pandya fine. He's a great year, guys. David.
They're
You're only as good as your team,
They're
Sorabh.
leading the table. The proof is right out there.
The proof
Yeah.
is in the pudding,
Yeah,
as
I'll show you.
they say.
Since we have the screen, let's see the screen. Again, these are the numbers on Monday. Gujarat is 1, CSK is 2, LSG is 3. Oh man, this is very I think barring Sunrisers and Delhi, dude, how amazing would it be if Delhi Capitals somehow make it? Like I would love it. You don't think so?
No.
Suresh is like itna dur kitne se?
I'm sure it would be nice if they make it somewhere.
No, but see, they have how many 4 matches left? If they win all 4, then they'll be up to 16 points.
Sort of the only way to go up is go from down is up.
Oh yeah.
When you've hit rock bottom,
Yeah.
where do you go?
See, Mumbai Indians are very sure that they want to come down again. They are playing for it.
Yeah. Mumbai is down to number 6, by the way. So
Yeah.
today is CSK, which is 2 as per Monday rankings. I'm sure they must have changed by now. And Delhi Capitals, who's number 10, which is quite fascinating.
Who's the team that you all are rooting for apart from MI?
I'm rooting for RR and Chennai.
You?
They were 2 favorites this year.
I'll tell you the top 4 that I want to finish. I've always liked DC.
Yeah.
I've grown to love Ricky Ponting. I like literally pretty much most of the people in the side.
Really?
I like them. I know you're not a David Warner fan, but I don't like the way he's playing right now. But again, the circumstances are weird. I love Akshar Patel. I think they should be playing Rovman Powell over Riley Russo. But again, I don't know what's happening on the nets and all. Akshar Patel is just, dude. Akshar Patel is so cute, yeah.
What do you
He's
have to say
so
about
cute.
Sunil Gavaskar's plan of making Akshar Patel captain because David Warner is going through a bad time?
Arey,
I was like,
matlab-
what is this logic? Sunny G, come on, Sunny G.
He must be trying to just
Stir the
shake
pot.
up- yeah, shake up everything over there and maybe do something. But they're already doing a good job. They won their last match.
Yeah, and they won 4 out of 5. They're doing the reverse of Rajasthan Royals right now.
Yeah.
Where they won 4 out of the 5, and again, it's an outside chance if it'll be one of the greatest comeback stories in the history of the IPL if Delhi Capitals make
I
it.
don't think so. But also, Sorabh Ganguly shook Virat Kohli's hand, so that means all's good in the hood, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I like about male relationships.
Yeah.
You don't need to talk. You just need to shake hands and all's good.
And the things that we do not hear, you know.
Yeah.
Camera, chala hath mila. As soon as they yes.
Yeah. But this is what I want to see, right? RCB the other day with Siraj and going after Warner and this one.
What was that all about?
I don't know.
And I remember Zahir Khan doing that to Matthew Hayden in 2003 World Cup, India versus Australia. And Jose and me were on air that time, and we were English Red FM, and we were doing like fun commentary in between songs. So at that moment, Zahir Khan walks up to Matthew Hayden, first ball, second ball, he missed, went up and started giving a mouthful.
Huh.
And I said he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So Jose, why he shouldn't have done that? I said now he will make sure that he doesn't get out to Zahir Khan.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. Matthew Hayden stayed and he creamed Zahir Khan all over the park, and they went on to score 400.
The 354, I think.
354.
3 something like that. It was, yeah.
That was a strange match to lose, and I thought 2003 will another cup with
Yeah.
us and all this, but that didn't happen. So same thing happened that day. Whom did he go and rile up? If you don't have that pace, shut the fuck up.
No, but Siraj has the pace. Yeah.
Hello, 150 ke upar pace, na, that is dangerous.
He's 143 and all. I
143
think
chalta
Siraj
hai.
is
143 today with the pads, and nobody's afraid of that,
Okay.
And at that speed, when the bat is coming to you, if your eyes are set and you're just swinging the bat, you do not know, but you're just guessing where the ball is going to come. If you're actually on the field and people like us go and face a 143 delivery speed ka ball, we'll never see it.
Yeah,
We'll just come and go, ball kab aaya bhai? That will be our, But these guys have played so much, I thought he made a big mistake. And don't rile up the opening batsman. Agar wo soch liya कि नहीं out ही नहीं होना है, खत्म, the game is over, and that's exactly what happened.
I just feel they
just
shouldn't
didn't
call it.
They didn't stop hitting that. So more के Virat.
But they have nothing to lose. No, they're
Yeah.
bottom of the table. They have nothing to lose, and which is great. Which is why it makes them the most dangerous side in the IPL right
Exactly,
now. Yeah.
exactly.
So you were saying something?
No,
huh?
no, I feel like at this stage, scores of 220 and 230, you shouldn't call it economy rate anymore for bowlers. Yeah,
Least expensive.
These
Sasta
time
take off.
offers 1 for 70. क्या good bowling figures.
escalation
4 over 70
rate.
runs.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy otherwise.
No, I'm fully on board for DC. One of the big surprises for CS. We'll come to DC. We have a lot to discuss with DC as well. But yeah, talking about RCB's aggression, right? Because they're getting aggressive. I really want to see RCB play against CSK. Because I want to see if Siraj and Kohli will show up with the same aggression on Dhoni's side.
No, I
Which is
don't
why,
think
like,
so.
it's what we
Yeah.
discussed last time, right? Ishant Sharma. And then Dhoni, you respect too much. You're not going to screw around with any of his players. And then also, if you do, they are much older than you.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, beta abhi
Pair
Diwali.
chu, pehla
I feel Dhoni is like Dawn.
He's Devdas, like he's Dev status, like
Yeah.
he's that Rishi Muni, all
And,
knowing,
he
all
just sees
seeing.
Virat Kohli abusing, he just pulls up his gloves, isko team se hata de, somewhere he's scoring near that stump, and BC get on us, Kohli hata de, next match rest. The males and all go through, and Kohli suddenly, what did I do? So that's what is going to happen.
Yeah, but tell me something, just out of curiosity, if you're getting overseas players who you've spent a lot of money on and they're injured for half the season or whatever, is there something that they return their money? Like Ben Stokes has just been sitting cooling his heels.
Yeah.
They're being injured. So I'm saying that, is there some system where...
Here's my thing to you about Ben Stokes, okay? Like, I don't care about Ben Stokes playing the IPL. Like, एक तो मेरा पैसा नहीं है, तो मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But I would...
I care about N. Srinivasan's money, and where it's going. Come on. Yeah, I do care.
You must really help N. Srinivasan. He's almost broke, apparently.
Because he bought Ben Stokes.
I swear. But Ben Stokes, in the way, we didn't miss him because almost every match that Virat has been playing, he has been remembering. Ben Stokes,
Yeah.
Ben Stokes.
This is the joke that I want everybody to retire.
But it's never going to because Virat is not
And I do it
letting...
everywhere. So all these commentators who are like all like try to be very this and they're like, you remember Ben Stokes? Like, yeah.
Because that's their non-veg joke.
Yeah, that's
I
the
think
one.
they should keep on doing a full commentary there. Or Ben Stokes क्या shot मारा है.
I think if they do it the next level, they're
Yeah,
like pushing it
take
so
it
much.
up, na bindas. किसी को पता नहीं चलेगा.
But I would rather have Ben Stokes, Mark Wood, whatever, all of these players. I'll chill मारो. मेरे को Ashes में तुम्हारा top performance चाहिए. I don't care about IPL. Who cares? This is, as we
We
mentioned.
care. We're doing a show about it, Sorabh. You're doing a show called 3 Drink It Up because of the IPL. What are you talking about? You don't care.
I care a lot about IPL.
I care about the entertainment factor, but I care
It
more.
is.
I want England to do the whole baseball nonsense or whatever it's called, which is another word that everybody should retire. Which is baseball. Actually, baseball is a great replacement for Ben Stokes. Like
Mark Wood was on it.
baseball.
Terry Mark Wood.
But Mark Wood is
Mark-
incredible.
Terry Mark Wood. Not bad.
You mentioned in the last episode marquee. You're a marquee player.
A marquee
Ben
player.
Stokes, you're a marquee player. Mark Wood. That's the new explanation we created. So let's again Chennai. I think Wasim Akram said this. I would love to know what you both think. Wasim Akram said that if MS Dhoni was the captain of RCB, they would have won 3 tournaments so far, 3 IPLs so far.
I mean, Virat Kohli said that apart from Bombay and Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings, I think RCB is the team with the most number of appearances in the playoff. Like, I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
So it's not like, we haven't done well. We've just not somehow managed to make it work. But it's one of those things. I just think at this point it's just for the joke value. You know what I mean? Like we just continue being almost there but not making it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, let's face it. Finally, that Mahipal Lormo came to the party. But otherwise, if it wasn't for Maxwell, Faf, or Virat, then they've completely collapsed at every given opportunity. So you need 2 of those 3 to fire. Otherwise, it doesn't work out.
I didn't expect them to lose that match also. I think the first over made a lot of difference. I didn't expect them to lose it at all. After some nights I said, hey, chalo, chhod do. Pointless. After such a great innings, I thought they really batted well.
You did?
Suddenly, they could have easily controlled that. I always felt that they've been a bowler short somewhere down the line. Somewhere they're not getting the right bowler who can take wickets consistently for them, and they're not able to pinpoint who's that bowler in the team. Even if there's somebody sitting on the bench, they do not know, or they're not interested. Sometimes it really seems surprising that Virat Kohli, with his experience, he should be leading from the front, even though he's not the captain.
Well, I mean, this
There's
comes
something
to
missing over
I think you're right, because I know we are taking a sort of divergent this thing about talking about RCB right now, but I think it's interesting to talk about Vanindu Hasaranga, right?
Yeah.
Because
I just
his-
love him for the name.
Yeah,
I think that
great
name
name.
is great. Vanindu Hasranga. I was like, what a name.
It sounds like a vegetable, na? Bangandu, Hasranga.
Wait, let's see.
But also the
Vanindu.
main thing is DK has not fired at all this season.
DK
Yeah.
should be
Like,
rested.
it's just gone all wrong.
Oh, you know, the best part is on Jio, when you're listening to the commentary, I think Graham Swan and who's the other guy, I should try and find out today when I'm watching. They keep on having bets on DK getting run out. And they're laughing, and he has done it almost
Bradley.
every match.
Yeah.
Practically every match, he's almost in one place. And you know that... What is he doing? Keeps on hitting himself here. Galti se, he should actually hit himself in the cross so that he'll wake up and at least do something, you know. Maybe that's the only thing that's remaining. Sorry for my French.
No, I hope he, because I think this might be his last
Yeah,
year, so
I
I
think so.
hope he ends it well. Because I've honestly I've always enjoyed DK's journey, because it's been an interesting journey where it's like there was a point where his career was almost over, then he can make that comeback in T20
Yes.
and all that kind of stuff. Like the other day they gave the man of the match award to what's his name? Yesterday only. Glenn Phillips for 7 balls, and I think Sanjay Manjrekar mentioned also that the last time he gave for
Yeah,
8 balls
DK.
and now it's you 7 balls, and I'm like, yeah, but so I just wanted to end for him, because I think he's meant a bit too, like, because of that one match and a couple of other things that he's done, coming in as a test match opener, despite like having not that kind of experience and trying his level best to it. So I hope the best for him.
I
hope he
don't,
ends
but
well.
I feel like not every. I feel like players don't get the kind of send off sometimes you feel they deserve.
Right.
Like for me, and my classic example is always Rahul Dravid. He deserved
yeah.
a better send off than the one he got after that horrible Test series
Oh my
that
God,
he
yeah.
had to play in England.
Yeah.
So. I feel if someone of his stature didn't get it, I don't
Correct.
see a DK getting it. You know,
Yeah,
if that
yeah.
makes sense.
You know, DK could easily play the test match as a wicketkeeper for sure, the World Cup test match. I don't know if he's there in the team, but
No.
you know, he's such a fit player. He's really fit if you look at him. There's nothing wrong with his fitness. But somewhere down the line, it's the mind that plays tricks on, you know. He comes on the field and usko lagta hai ki main out hone wala hu. You know, I can see it in his eyes with that too much of, you know, extra things that he keeps on doing, that nervous energy around him. If he controls that a little bit and just believes in himself.
Why Krishnamacharya Srikanth was constantly fidgeting, and that was his thing that pumped him up.
Krishnamacharya Srikanth was a different
Generation.
हमारे ज़माने में ಅದು ಒಂದು totally, you know, once he got run out because I think he played a ball, it was in Mumbai itself against England, he played a ball and he has gone out of the crease doing this, and the short leg said ran him out. 13 runs he was, I remember, and I felt like murdering him. I was in my
It was
teens
because
and I
it was
said,
13, that's why. It was an unlucky
I mean,
number.
who does it? And he just walked out of the crease and this guy maar diya, run out. I mean, come on. So DK, yeah, but
So England ran somebody out and that caused a controversy.
no, that was not a
That's
controversy
like,
because that was, the ball was not dead as
Oh,
yet.
so
no?
he was just trolling about.
He just defended and almost with the same motion he has gone at something.
No, but Srikanth got into. Are you watching, listening to Tamil commentary at all?
No.
Because so he said, I think he said about Rohit Sharma, Rohit Sharma, and I realized like in the newspapers right now they have nothing to talk about. So this is titles for multiple news channels, which is like Chris Srikanth calls Rohit Rohit Sharma. I mean, this is the oldest like reference to Rohit Sharma.
I'm sure he should start commenting out, you know, daily soaps or maybe OTT platforms. Ko show Ronit Roy ko he'll call Ronit Sharma.
Yeah, but dude, like Srikanth was the OG with regards to the Sehwag generation of openers, and then currently and again we'll keep coming back to what we are talking about, which is today's match. But
We are talking to a person from Chennai only, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We are close.
But Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna-
mean, my
Oh,
God,
yeah,
dude!
wow.
It's such a joy to watch this guy.
And like they didn't deserve to, and he for that innings they didn't deserve to lose that match, RR, which makes chubos me even more.
Yeah, yeah.
But you also read that story about in 2019 how he was serving Sanju Samson Pani Puri, and said, Sanju Samson, will you just watch me bat? And Sanju Samson, yeah, sure. And apparently he watched him bat, and then he told RR, you check out this boy.
What?
Yeah, that's what I read. Now in the comments they'll say, oh, it's not true. Someone will do that. But this is what I read in 2 different separate articles.
Oh.
So I always feel like these IPL stories, they just they
the-
sock you in the gut. Like they're just
Rinku
unbelievable.
Story,
yeah.
Rinku story,
One second, we let's
He
Google.
was staying with a groundsman. when he came from UP. Like he couldn't stay. So then the groundsman took him under, was staying with him because he couldn't afford rent.
So there are a series of ads that they made. One was Ashwin outside the ground with the Pani Puri wala. And then there is an ad with Rishab Pant who's staying with the groundsman. No, he was staying in a Gurudwara.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that part is true. Rishab has spoken about it.
These are so awesomely good
stories.
stories to hear that, this is a land of opportunity ultimately. Seriously, everyone who's got talent and they got the mindset to make themselves something, they can do it in our country. And such beautiful stories. Rinku, I'm really happy. Yashasvi, Jaiswal, I'm really happy that they didn't lose it, First innings खेल लिया and most of us superstars एक innings खेला and they're all resting आराम से. But these boys have got that hunger.
Dude, so Yashasvi Jaiswal, I was listening to an interview of his on Economic Times where he said 3 really fascinating things. One, he said that Rajasthan Royals has taken care of my investments in the future, so I have financial stability in the long run. And I'm like, that's amazing because for a fact that BCCF or whatever it is would never even contemplate this. And you hear even about Andre Russell and all these guys talking about KKR taking care of themselves, taking care of them more than the West Indies board, and then Yashasvi Jaiswal. And that interview, he said that financial security has led me to focus on cricket more.
Yeah.
And it was a great interview. And then, one of those rapid fires where they ask you like, who's your favorite cricketer, who blah, blah, blah. One of the questions was cars or bikes. And he said, I'm not interested in either of those things. I'm like, dude, that's, what a guy. What a sweet guy. And by the way, to clarify this Yashasvi Jaiswal Samson story, not true. It's, started by some guy called Nemo Yadav who said in 2020.
Yes.
Yeah. And I love these people who start a story based on a imagination.
I thought, what a great story.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I knew it. I was like, this is a thing. You can't believe anything nowadays.
Maybe got the name wrong. Samson and Pani Puri thoda. If you had said dosa stand mein dosa kha raha tha Samson.
Stereotype, Suresh. Stop it now.
Okay, to talk about...
But he was selling Pani Puri.
Yeah, he was selling Pani Puri. Yeah, which is again a great story. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Kuldeep Yadav, who's had an interesting IPL so far. I don't think he's set it on fire as yet, which he did a couple of times before. I think he did an interview with the Breakfast with Champions with our friend Gaurav Kapoor, which is great, where he spoke about Shane Warne. And I was reading this and I'm like, I was like getting emotional reading it. Because he said before the match where he took 5 wickets against Australia, he said, I was a little nervous before the match. I used to meet Shane Warne in the morning. He came to me and said, I don't know what you're going to bowl, but I want you to be happy on the ground. I will be watching you from the pavilion. It doesn't matter how you bowl, just do it with a smile. And I was like, that sounds like such basic advice, but great advice, man. Like Shane Warne helped Kuldeep Yadav take 5 wickets against his own team.
But I'm so happy the way he's bowling.
Yeah.
One of a few people who I felt in some of the pitches that they could have played him during Test match series, whatever we had before IPL. I felt that he should have played much more than what he actually played for the country.
Yeah.
His problem was the slow bowling that he was doing. Now he's picked up his pace, but you can see the ball gripping the ground every time he bowls, and that's such a great difference. And he's really been bowling well. Even after he gets hits for a 6, he's unfazed. He comes back with a better ball.
Yeah.
So I hope this does well for him, and he's another Test match player for sure.
Oh, for sure.
But also just at a very basic level, you need to just be confident. You know what I mean? If you're down in the dumps and everything else gets, and it's like that this chicken soup for the soul thing, no? You tell people, you got to believe in yourself. But actually, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because he had such a torrid time, and then now, rising from the ashes or whatever, has been great.
I'm very curious about some of the players just losing their way. Do the captains and the management really back talent? Sometimes I've got a big question mark over there.
Like with regard to whom, but?
Like Srisant's classic example. Did he get all the support over there? I don't think so.
But I think it was a different time also.
Yeah.
It was a very
Different time. So
time,
even today, there are certain people I feel they're not really earned their place in the team, but they're still there.
No, but it's also like
not
some
gonna take
people
any
get a longer rope to hang themselves, right? Like that's the thing. You give someone a lot more leeway than you may give another person, and that comes down to whether it's interpersonal relationships, whether it is your personal belief in that person. So those are the intangibles. I don't think that's in your. You can't prevent what you can't predict. Like.
I think everyone needs to be a good salesperson. And देख भाई तू मेरे को टीम मिलेगा मैं 100 से ज़्यादा बना के दूँगा guarantee है मेरे पास.
You can't prevent what you can't predict. Yeah, it's a great condom ad.
And this part of the program is brought to you by.
No, but also like
the impact player. You can't prevent.
Oh, that's a great name for a condom, right? Impact player.
Impact player, yeah. It's better than man force.
Or substitute.
That's a dildo. That's just
God.
But to talk about like over time I've realized, right, like that's like sometimes they'll play a certain player and I'm like, why are you playing this player? And then I realize it's vibes. Right, like when you're doing even a show or you're recording like a movie or whatever it is, recording a movie, see how much experience I have. They'll usually choose somebody who they know they're going to have fun with on the set. As opposed, like that person could be 90% of the person who's like 100%, but this person is easier to deal with.
Oh no, movie industry is something different.
Yeah.
The more abusive and the more tantrums you throw, you're ye star aaya.
Yeah.
You know, and people complain about them. Look at him, look at that tantrum throw kara. Who wants to work with him? But the next project, and nice guys, normally they actually finish last. So that guy, nice guy will be outside, you know, calling, "Arey, kya hua?" नहीं, वो ही कर रहा वापस. बोला, "Why?" "Arey, everyone wants him, you know. Same tantrums are okay with it. Of course we are okay with it." So that's how it works. Industry में थोड़ा उल्टा है.
But Virat has a good record also. Stop it,
So I'm
Suresh.
not talking Virat. That's why I specifically said movie industry में थोड़ा उल्टा है.
So which one are you? Are you sweet boy or are you tantrum boy?
I'm the guy who's waiting outside.
12th man. Drinks chahiye.
Lot of fun to work with you, Mr. Menon. Really, next project we'll be doing together. 7 years later, when is the next project coming? Lot of fun. We always remember you in our every presentation are there. But you're not
The
there.
Joe Root of the movie industry.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, I think you'd love to get paid to not act like. Imagine you show up on set and they're like, chill maro. ये लो 19 lakh रुपए chill मारने के लिए.
No, and the thing is, when you try to reverse things, you know, so then you start becoming abusive. "Hey, कौन है? क्या कर रहा है? कैसा है? वापस नहीं बुलाएंगे लोग." They will never call you. Then you realize, shit, man, nothing is okay. But cricket में, Virat, of course, he's got a great record, and I still back him as a player. And I think the greatest joy for anyone, Virat Kohli fans, is to watch him flourish with that great batting style of his. It's so much of joy to watch him in full flow.
Yeah.
You know, that's one innings is waiting to happen. I hope it happens.
Babar Azam's cover drive still? Virat
Babar-
Kohli's.
Oh, Babar Azam. My God, that guy is another
Fastest
gem.
to 5,000 runs, by the way.
Yeah, but also like, you know, everybody's been going on about the strike rate of Virat and all that kind of stuff. But it's still about 137, 138, which is not bad at all. And I realize there's so many other cricketers doing roughly the same format. It just depends on how they accelerate. Like Joss Butler is the perfect example of it, where he's like, he'll be on 20 of 20 and then suddenly he's like 94 of 52. And you're like, great. But Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan, all of them, literally everybody's doing roughly the same format. So yeah, I mean, to counter my own point from last last episode, which is that. But one person who's been very fascinating to me in the CSK side has been Tushar Deshpande.
Yeah.
He's currently number 3 in the purple cap list, and after all the no balls and stuff like that, he also got into, we were talking about fake news. He got into this fake news thing where they started putting out an article about Tushar Deshpande, where he said he got Rohit Sharma out, and the story that he said, the quote that they attributed to him was, "Getting Rohit's wicket is easy. He's not someone like Virat or ABD." And this started getting carried everywhere, and fans are trolling him like, "Hey, Tushar, aisa kaise?" and all. And he had to put out a post saying, "I never said any
But that's
such
very
thing."
obviously something that
Some
someone of
RCB
his
fan.
stature would not say.
Yeah, and
you
also
know
some
what I mean?
RCB fan made this up. Yeah.
Tushar doesn't look like a controversial guy.
Yeah.
He's chupchap आके काम करके listens to what the captain has to say and does accordingly.
Yeah.
He doesn't forget his beat. When 1-6 has gone off his bowling, he looks at Dhoni, "Sorry, sir," you know, and he goes back to his bowling. You know, you know, very obedient Tushar Deshpande. Class में he's sitting the first bench. Dhoni is the principal over there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But I
What
like
do you
his
think
speed.
of Gaikwad, by the way?
Oh, I love his
And his
Yeah.
like a future place in the Indian team.
Projection is
Gaikwad,
captain.
Jaiswal, Rinku Singh. These 3 guys.
So,
Let's see where they.
so T20 captain in the long run is going to be, at least for 4 years going, is going to be Hardik Pandya.
Yeah.
That's assumed.
I think
Yeah.
next year itself.
Test is going to be who? Test is the one where India is still trying to figure out who it's going to be, no?
If Rahane plays well, they go with Rahane because they'll play safe.
Very unlikely.
I don't see that happening at all.
Yeah. Test is where India doesn't like, there's no permanent test player. Like there's, I mean, you can't go back to Virat because again, it's
Yeah.
34. I mean, there's
I
no
would have
reason.
said Ashwin if age was on his side. But
But there's nobody. I mean, when you like right now, we all going very excited about Rahane being in the WTC side. I feel bad for Hanuma Vihari, who doesn't even play. He's played like 20 IPL matches. His strike rate has been like about 90 or whatever. His whole expertise is being this dogged guy in test matches, and he's not getting. And again, coming back to the whole series against Australia. So there's nobody. There's no long-term like person who's 28, 29. Maybe Sky would have been, but he's not done well in tests at all. So India's test captain is a very
I think
weird.
Sky should be given that responsibility because somewhere down the line, I feel he lacks at one thing of, getting responsibility inside his head. He's a great player for sure. He's a
Right.
good player. and his fame actually comes from Mumbai Ranji Trophy matches. So the long format, he's got lots of it going for him. If he puts his mind, he can do it again. And I think there's no harm in trying him out as a captain. I don't know. It's a googly, amongst too many choices. But I think you should go with Sky just for the fact that he's played a lot more Ranji Trophy than any of these new players who are there.
I just think because he's gone against the grain just in terms of the age at which he entered Team India, which is like normal in England and Australia to, make a grand entry at 28, 29, 30. But for us, it's so unusual here. So he gets a lot of that. But so I feel like actually that's a good thing because he's far more settled. He knows who he is. There's no angst as such, because you know where you have to go and what you need to do. So, but I still don't see him being.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I know that sometimes, the joy of watching is when the last, I think IPL in Dubai where he was from. I can never forget it because it showed that thing, presence of mind. I am there, don't worry. And he went on doing that. That's missing in this IPL somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
I hope that comes back to him.
But that thing of him saying Mehuna has been used by so many people since then. Like a lot of people will be like, I'm like, hey, Sky kya? Again, copyright infringement.
Yeah. Sky, please note this down.
But I mean, to completely do off center on India's Test captain, your place in the side has to be assured, right? And also you have to be somebody who has longevity in cricket. Off center, and again, this they tried is again coming back to CSK, Ravindra Jadeja. I mean, that's the off-center choice for the only person who is going to play cricket, probably Test cricket for India for at least 3-4 years down the line. But I'm saying after Rohit Sharma, who's there? Or maybe Rohit Sharma is just going to quit T20 and only focus on Tests, which I don't see as a bad idea.
I don't know. Way back in the 70s, I don't know, Australia got back this player. I forget the captain's name. He was 42 at that time.
Justin Langham.
No.
Yeah, he's 93 years old.
Damn it, how can I forget?
Give me some clues. I'll try and Google
it. He came back at the age of 42, captain Australia, and we were in Australia at that time, I think. Yeah. And did pretty well. So maybe it's not a bad idea to think about Dhoni, with, as you rightly said, he was not a great Test captain, but with all the experience now, he'll perhaps know more about strategy than before.
But do you all not feel like, I don't know, Ian Chappell once said like he has no understanding of why Hardik Pandya is not in the Test side?
No, he's fitness,
But I was like, he's not going to last in terms of bowling. So are you keeping him the Test side for what? For his batting abilities?
I doubt. You are right about it because fitness is an issue.
So talking about your 70s England, there's Ian Chappell, who 70s sort of Australia. There's a guy called Barry Juman.
No.
There's Ian Chappell, Greg Chappell, and then somebody called Graham Yallop. And
Graham
Kim
Yallop,
Hughes.
no.
Kim Hughes is probably.
Kimberly John Hughes. टेस्ट मैच छोड़ के रो के चला गया था बेचारा.
फिर तो कोई नहीं है. बिल लॉरी नहीं. बिल लॉरी तो
80s में.
80s. चलो ट्राई करते हैं. Let's resolve our.
Before Border.
Border
से पहले.
Kim Hughes, Graham Yallop, Greg Chappell, Ian Chappell, Barry Juman.
No.
बस यही है और कोई नहीं है. That's it. Maybe you're thinking about the 1800s, Suresh. Were you thinking of Tom Horan?
Where I was born?
Really well maintained.
You Massey. Sunil Gavaskar. You think
he was there during Bodyline.
No, I'll remember.
Yeah.
I'll remember.
Okay, so CSK versus DC. I know who I'm supporting. I want DC to win because I think CSK is anyway going to go through. And I think I love these stories in IPL where somebody just makes it from nowhere. I would love DC to make it. I still think Robin Powell over Riley Russo is a great idea. And I'm enjoying Phil Salt. Very talkative. Very this thing behind the stumps. Full of it. Who's your choice? CSK versus DC?
I like Salt. Salt mein namak hai. But he's always played some great innings. CSK always.
CSK? Oh, wow.
I mean, this is not even a question worthy of
this
my
question
response.
Was not for Anu. This question was not for Anu. Clearly not for Anu.
Clearly. No, because I want Dhoni to go out with a bang.
No, but he'll lose and he'll still win.
No, stop it. No. I don't want this हार के जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं. I don't want that vibe. Okay? So...
What is your ideal situation with regards to Dhoni in today's match? What do you want to see? Like, as a batter?
I just want I want CSK to win this IPL. I want him to say tata bye-bye and we'll all cry happy tears and sad tears also. And then we'll worry about what the hell are we going to do about a captain? Have we ruined Jadeja's chances forever by making him captain last season under MS Dhoni's strict supervision? So I don't know what they're going to do next season, but I want them to go out with a bang. And now I feel for Delhi, now they just have to concentrate on getting a captain and worry about next season.
Okay, well, what about you?
I definitely want Dhoni to win. There's something about Dhoni which is very हमारे ज़माने में. There's something about him and that, control that he has over his players, over the game in general. That's a good thing to watch, and also control over his tongue. Good thing to watch, Virat, if you're listening. So I want him to win, and I want him to go out in a grand fashion rather than just being suddenly Dhoni retire ho gaya. Don't want to hear that.
But with Dhoni, that's probably more likely.
You think mid-season, like how he did in Australia, mid-season in the IPL is that
Listen, I don't think it's focused on enough that you just you left the team in the middle of a test series against Australia in Australia. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I know that I love Dhoni as much as the next. I genuinely love them, but that was a little weird.
It is.
So that was a little weird.
I feel we are just being too judgmental as married people. We should know that sometimes झगड़े में ठीक है मैं छोड़ देता हूँ. I'll teach you like, okay, ठीक है नहीं करना मुझे छोड़ दे कल ही resign करता हूँ. You don't have the guts to do that. You dare show me if you have the guts. Okay, I got the guts. I resign. Shit, what have you done? नहीं करना है. It could happen. It could happen.
Is that what happened with Virat also after South
100%.
Africa?
It's
That's why he was yelling at the
it's not
stump.
unlikely.
It's
very likely.
100%.
Like he's very nice to Sakshi Dhoni, but with BCCI it's different. So here's what I want DC to win. Both of these older people want CSK because roughly your age level, right? Wait, we are the same
20,
age.
yeah,
Right?
she's 20 years
You're
younger than me.
52.
Thank
Don't
you.
say these things.
I'll
Sorabh.
take that as a compliment.
Wait, you're 57. Oh, shut up. Dude, okay.
Jesus Christ, okay.
I'll come back to... Okay, you know what? I'll make a prediction and then we'll come back to this weird topic that I want to talk to you both about. Because again, this show can be about cricket and everything else. Here's my prediction. CSK wins the toss. I don't know, for some strange reason, they put DC into bat. DC scores 177 and CSK is 162 for 8 and DC win. What are your precise predictions? Because listen, here's the thing.
Are they playing at the Kotla or Chepak?
Okay, this is, you're asking very technical questions, but I will answer them.
See, not knowing the ground is a...
Yeah.
One second, I'll tell you. Wait, here.
Not that it makes a grand difference, but we still should know where we're
We
playing.
should know,
And we
we should
sound
know.
intelligent also.
Yeah, come on.
Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Cricket
okay.
The
knowledge.
least you can do with all your
Here
screens
you
in
go.
front of
Meanwhile,
you.
if Cricket Info
We are in
or
Chennai.
Star
We're
Sports
in
are watching us,
Chennai.
Chennai, yeah.
the
Okay.
Menons for
So a
commentary.
lot of
So,
spinning.
we are going to win the toss
Yeah.
and we will put DC in to bat. They get out for 158 and then we make it in 18.5 overs.
Wow, great. I love it. It's, yeah.
Chennai, I think Dhoni will bat first. Chennai will bat first and they'll put up a score of 178 plus and 132 all out.
132. My God. You've gone full the other.
DC 132 all out.
Okay, so those are our predictions. Let's see later on who is precise. By the way, the person who's precise, please tweet to them and tag them everywhere saying this person got closest. Let's do that.
Or send us a broken bat.
Yeah. Hey, Suresh!
Well
Menon,
done. Well
the
done.
man
Well
with
played.
experience. Broken bat. Oh,
Right
this
off
is-
the bat, there
Right
was
off the
Suresh
bat,
Menon. Yeah.
Thank you.
Broken bat again. Wait, you know what? I'll read out one more story about broken bat and then we'll come back to what I was talking about. So a lot of people gave their bats to broken bat too, and they used it to infuse his gin. There's a guy called Andrew Miller, who's by the way one of the guys from Cricket Info. Next year you'll probably be familiar with his name. And this is a long story he gave about the bat he gave to Greater Than. 3 bats. The GM was my match bat for several years until I edged one too many drives and splintered the toe during a net session at Lord's. The Slezenger belonged to my former Cricket Info colleague Jenny Thompson. But she left it on the desk when she emigrated to Australia. I'm trying to concise this. The MB was an impulse buy in a bazaar in Islamabad and England's tour of Pakistan in 2005. It had a pickup like a croquet mallet and a middle like a beast, but it was too heavy to lift beyond the waist, so I gave up using it after being peppered with bounces in its first outing. This is a writer, man. This is a writer. This guy's a writer. So, yeah, thanks, Andrew Miller. It tastes
Thanks.
good. Okay,
Thank you, Andrew.
now I want to ask you. You're 50?
Why?
I'll tell you. There's a point to this. Okay, Salman.
56.
You're 56. Salman is 57.
Yeah, I'm younger than Shah Rukh and Salman by a year and a half.
Oh my God. Yeah. How does that make you feel?
It makes a lot of difference if you all can accept them as heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are bigger heroes sitting here.
Pathan minus 1.5.
Well, as we established already, he's Bruce Lee. yeah. So, what do you think of Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan, where he's with Palak Tiwari, who is the daughter of Shweta Tiwari?
Yeah.
Pooja?
Palak Tiwari.
No, Pooja Hegde.
Pooja Hegde is with.
Oh
so
shit,
Pooja
then my
is-
joke
What's
doesn't
wrong
make...
with you?
Oh, I made... on the way, I was coming back from Lonavala and I'd give this whole rant to my wife and she doesn't watch Bollywood at all. She agreed
Yeah,
with
because
me.
she called you Clark Gable. Clearly, she does not watch Bollywood or Hollywood, in my opinion. She's watching Vipassana videos.
No, so he's not too far off. Not
Yeah.
that Pooja Hegde is like Katrina
32.
Kaif.
No, but still better than
Okay, that's fine. 32,
Palak
57 is
Tiwari.
okay.
That's
It's-
fine.
it's-
Yeah,
yeah,
please
what,
give us a-
90?
give us a break, yeah.
57. 32 is okay.
58, he should be.
Yeah.
f-
That's
in
not as...
1965.
Yeah, that's okay.
Jan 27.
I withdraw
My
all my...
God.
all my-
December 27.
Yeah. I had a joke. You know what? Forget it. This makes no sense now that I've discovered that I was wrong about the casting of किसी का भाई
I
किसी का
like
जाए.
how comedians think of the joke first, not of the fact on which the joke should be based.
So I think Palak was playing one of the sisters, somebody who had to be gotten married off.
Oh, there. Okay, then it's fine. Acceptable. Okay. This
The
has been
only point
Yeah.
from that whole
Yes, sir.
film and things that I noticed, people tweeting about it and writing about it, is that Veshti is a traditional dhoti which is white and got a silver line. It's not a lungi.
Yeah.
what did they do in the movie? What is the reference?
So every time they wore the Veshti, Mundu Veshti, they called it lungi. Oh, lungi nahi hai bhai. Itna to research, matlab the world has opened up so much. It's a simple thing to research or speak to me, bro.
Yeah. Suresh Menon is now a consultant for Bollywood
Yeah.
films.
For
For
South Indian
mundas.
attires. What mundas, yeah. Mundun kar dunga.
So again, today South versus North. It's Delhi versus Chennai. Again, one Delhi versus two Chennai. Let's see
How
who
are
wins.
you Delhi? You're Pahadi, you told
Yeah,
me. Now
Pahadi,
you're
yeah.
conveniently Delhi.
Rishab Pant, brother.
Oh, yeah.
I love Rishab Pant.
Yeah.
I still think it's like it makes me sad every time I see. I was so happy to see him remove his crutches. It made
Exactly
me
what
very
I was
emotional.
saying.
I was
Isn't
very
the
happy.
most heartwarming video? It was so cute. Him
was
just
beautiful.
throwing with such swag he threw that.
Yeah. He's such
walking
a sweet
stick.
boy.
Yeah.
I want him to succeed. I want everything around him to succeed.
Oh, by the way, I'd gone for dinner to Bastion at Worli, and who came with his wife? Rohit Sharma came with his wife for dinner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so and it's very swish restaurants, and I realized it was South Bombay. So they came with two people, and no one got up or disturbed them because everyone was like, "Oh, let them just have like
Yeah,
dinner
yeah.
by themselves." And I thought it was a very sweet thing. That's why my son was like, "Come on, let's go. Let's go. I'll go and take a picture." I was like, "No, you will not." But why not?
And imagine Shah Rukh Khan walks in the same way. Everybody runs to him. Rohit Sharma suddenly, oh, teri. Pakad chahiye, pakad. I think he's doing very well in ads, by the way.
Oh, he's
Rohit
very
Sharma.
good
Yeah,
acting,
yeah.
dude.
He
Very good
is,
actor.
he is.
Yeah.
In fact, that Amir Khan wala where he's Amir Khan, Man of the Award मुझे ही मिलेगा.
Yeah.
अरे छोड़ो sir.
Dude, great
आपका-
delivery.
Yeah, great delivery.
Superb delivery.
Rohit
Like,
Sharma, I think he's safe. He can be in some daily soap for sure.
Yeah.
Or some movie.
All
as
it's a
villain.
comedy film. We'll co-write it. Three
In
of us.
fact, Irfan Pathan was there in a film as a villain. I would want
Yeah,
to watch
yeah.
the Tamil film.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I mean,
gonna watch
Vijender
that
Singh
today.
was in Kiski Ka
Yeah.
Bhai, Kisi Ka Bhaijan.
हाँ.
Whatever the movies. Anyway, this exclusive cricket conversation. See, Crickbuzz will not go into wild things about seeing Rohit Sharma and Bastion and conspiracies.
And one more thing I want to say, when I was a
Yeah.
child, I
Yeah.
need to say this. When I was a child, when I sit in my classroom, there used to be smell of these heavenly vada paos coming, just before lunchtime. And right now, we three are sitting over and I have some lovely smell of some Chinese food being consumed somewhere. Yeah.
Because the producers have left the building. They're like,
I've
we
left the
don't
building."
care about this show.
On that note, you can end this episode. And let's see what they're eating.
Yeah, so CSK versus DC is going to be a fun one. Again, we're going to be back on Friday before whatever match is on Friday. Okay. I should do some research.
So
Yeah.
prepared you are.
One second, wait. I have it here. Okay, listen.
bottle is full.
I'm doing research. I'm doing producing. I'm doing everything. I mean, you both are very good help. I'll tell you who the match. Whatever, you know the match. On Friday, we're going to be before the match again. And yeah, thanks a lot to everybody tuning in. A couple people, by the way, gave money on InstaMojo. Akshay K, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Really kind of you. And anything you both have to promote?
He's getting money on Insta Mojo.
I got
and all.
1,000
Yeah.
rupees.
Yeah, 1,000 bucks. That's too much.
Yeah, I'll give you both 333.
I don't know. I hope you all like the Third Empire series that I produced, Work From Home Third Empire.
Yeah.
With Kiku
With Kiku
Sharda.
Sharda, yeah.
So for a brand, of course. I can't take a brand's name because there's already a brand over here.
That's
But
But,
take na.
It's so cool. Hitachi. Mera Pitachi. So that's it. I was very proud of it because I wrote it myself.
wow.
I produced it also. So that was good fun. And I would just like to take my wife's name. नहीं तो पता चला I am resigning from something. Thank you, Shurobhi.
I'll put the link for the Hitachi Third Empire series with Kiku Sarda.
Work From Home Third Empire.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description, so please check that out. Anu, anything coming up? Anu doesn't care. Anu's
Very little.
yeah. And
Anu's
I'm
very
I'm-
busy, that's why she's not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm in Delhi and Noida doing shows at the end of this month. No, 20th and 20th. The reason I've done the shows is because I want to meet my kids and my wife in there. So they paid for the flights. So come for my shows in Delhi and Noida so I can make money for flights. That's my whole motivation. Anyway, this is great, Jin. Really always enjoyable. Greater Than is always fun. And thanks a lot for tuning in. Love you all. Marry me. Goodbye. See you on Friday.
Saurabh's sister always says, bye!